have no face.
No face.
I have no face.
Down. Down.
I've had. This is the Rose Wall at Kitchen. What Thai
Farmhouse.
Kitchen? Farmhouse Kitchen Thai Restaurant. And it's very important that we go get a picture of ourselves in front of the Rose Wall.
I know that
Except it's really low. We are at Farmhouse Thai Kitchen just outside the Mission District of San Francisco. This place gets really good ratings as a really top-notch Thai restaurant here. It looks like there may be more of a Lao influence than a pure Thai influence, which generally means northern Thailand area. We ordered some different dishes than we normally do in a southern Thai style restaurant. We ordered something with a little pineapple in it, which sounded good to me. And Young got a 24-hour beef noodle soup, which comes with a full beef tendon and noodles. So we're looking forward to trying it out and having a nice Thai restaurant dinner in San Francisco. This is pad Thai. That's our noodle. Yeah, I think so. And then also, she wanted to know if you have a small samtum, the papaya salad.
We have only one size.
Only the big one? Yeah, okay. That's all right. They have a ladle if you want to put the soup in the bowl that way.
This is a huge
Stone portion of beef there. Yeah. Ah. And of course, this is what I ordered. What? But in Thai food, I like it.
Oh, a lot of cilantro in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of cilantro here. There was a bunch of stalks of fresh cilantro on it, and I chopped it up and put it in here, and it tastes really good together.
So how is the food?
This is very good. You know, virtually every Thai restaurant makes pad Thai nowadays. Even though it's a dish that's fairly recent in Thai cuisine, it's considered the national dish of Thailand now. And it was developed by, I believe, the prince, or he didn't develop, but he had it developed. Oh, cool! Thank you.
I hope you like it.
Thank you. He had it developed in order to. There was apparently a rice shortage or something, and he wanted to create a dish with noodles. He made it. All the tourists started loving it, and they used it as a dish to bring tourists to Thailand.
The beef is so good. It's falling apart. Look at this one. And cooked just perfectly.
Kind of one of those pull it off the bone type things.
I can give you some.
I'd like some.
Yeah.
You don't need to give me a lot of beef because there's a lot of chicken in the stuff I'm eating.
Oh, okay.
But I definitely like the noodles. I'd love to have some noodles.
Wow. Noodle is very tasty. Try it.
And of course, there's lots of pad Thai and there's lots of chicken here with the pineapple.
I don't know what kind of leaves is this. Let me try it. favorite. I never had this one before, but I think that's unique, like acquired taste, because it's not for everybody. So let's try it again.
The soup is good. It's got a little spice to it. It's got an unusual flavor, kind of like, almost like a five-spice flavor to it, but it's got spicy spice in it.
Soup is a little bit sweet. Noodle is just amazing.
And I'm assuming it's called 24-hour soup because they probably simmer the beef in it for 24 hours. You got a pepper?
So this is Thai coffee. I love Thai. Sweet, coconut-ish.
Nice. Let me try.
Very sweet. But I think it's perfectly good with this soup.
Oh, it's that smoky Thai tea. It has sweetened condensed milk in it. It's very good. The pad thai is a good version of this.
This beef is so good. I wish a little bit I have more broth. It's almost like a stew.
The pad thai has big chunks of tofu in it that's singed on the outside and soft and chewy on the inside.
Really good. This is really good. Looks like better.
Yeah, this is very good.
Very good. Very good. Noodle cooked perfectly, sweet. And what is this? Chicken?
Chicken, yes. We got the pad thai because he said the pad see is a lot sweeter. And I decided to get something not too sweet. But the pad thai does have a lot of palm sugar in it. It is sweet. It's good. Now this is a pineapple chicken.
It is the chicken.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chicken in there. There's no salt.
The food at this restaurant is good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Right amount of sweet. It's not too sweet, but it's just the sweetness just makes this good.
Just sweet enough. Now, the first time we tried this blue rice was at Lotus of Siam in Las Vegas, and we liked it a lot. It doesn't have a strong flavor other than the rice itself, but it's a very pretty color. And they make this by creating a broth. They put flowers in the broth, and that dyes the broth blue. Then they cook the rice in the broth, and so the rice itself turns out to be blue as well.
Can't wait to try the blue rice.
That tastes very blue. They say never eat blue food.
No,
They're wrong.
it tastes really good. It's like there's a little bit of flour in it, but it's not too much. So it tastes just like the rice. It's very plain. Oh, what's in it? There's all chicken in
Chicken.
it? I think this is a bonito in the top. They put the bonito on the top. Very sweet.
Bonito is a dried tuna flake that they use a lot in Japan.
Oh, look at it.
There's also peanuts in here.
Yeah. Cooked perfectly. Very lightly coated. I love this chicken dish. So good. Let's eat it with the peanut. Thank you. Bell pepper. Okay, they brought some hot sauce. This is very refreshing. It's not like a traditional Thai hot sauce. It tastes like almost like the Mexican salsa hot sauce. It's a different. This one is almost like a Chinese hot sauce. This taste like a little bit oil in it. Oh, fried garlic and fried
Nice.
onion in the hot sauce. Oh my God, I'm loving it.
Garlic.
I'm gonna add some fried onion, fried garlic hot sauce in here. Let's taste it again. It tastes very different. Yeah, really different. They also have a radish. Really good. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try the chicken with this hot sauce. I'm sure it tastes much better. Good fry. This is much better. And this one too. Fried onion, fried garlic, this is exceptional. You guys always need to ask them to bring it for your table. I think these are the most so good. Oh my God. Make it everything tastes better. Okay, so far, all the food we have, just amazing. And specifically, I was very impressed the sauce. They brought the two different sauce. One is almost like Mexican salsa, a little bit sour. There is a chili pepper, lots of garlic, and a lot of the vinegar. It was really good. The other one with I think vegetable oil or peanut oil, I don't know, but oil with fried garlic and fried onion. That was amazing. I really like the blue rice. It was not very floral, it's very mild rice, but a little bit hint of floral. And you know, this noodle is a little bit huge for the one person. Definitely share. It's very, very good. And meat was just falling apart and just cooked perfectly. Nothing is really salty or extremely spicy. It's just perfect. It's seasoned perfectly. I mean, really outstanding restaurant. I'm very impressed. And this iced tea was very, very good too. I really like it.
Yeah, I would say also that everything that we tried here, the food was all very, very good. The chicken, which is essentially a pineapple chicken, it's nice. It's crispy on the outside. It's tender on the inside. It's got the sweetness and the tanginess of the pineapple, plus a sweet pineapple sauce to it. It's served with the rice on the side. Now, frankly, the rice to me it tastes just like regular rice. The difference is it's very blue, which yeah, that influences Young. She loves colors, so the fact that it's blue is what she's very impressed with. To me, yeah, I know. You know, we've been married for a while. I kind of know you, but
I'm visually very affected by it. Yeah.
I don't see any difference between that and regular rice except for the color. But it's good. It's good version of rice.
I thought it was genius.
Yeah, I thought the
really
bonito
like
flakes gave the chicken a little bit more of a Thai influence.
Yeah, I
Thais
really
do
like
use a lot of fish sauce in their cooking, and that's one of the things that makes Thai cooking different from Chinese cooking as far as flavor goes, besides the extra spiciness. But the bonito flakes made this chicken more of a Thai style
Yeah.
dish rather than a Chinese pineapple chicken type dish. I would say the thing that most impressed me of everything in the on the table is the pad thai. This is probably one of the best versions of pad thai I've ever had, and believe me, I've tried it all over the world, including several places in Thailand. And I would say this is nice. I like the tanginess of the lime. I like the peanutiness of the peanuts. I really particularly appreciated the fried cubes of tofu in there. That was really good in there. The noodles were chewy, the tofu was chewy, the chicken wasn't overcooked or undercooked. It was very good, and it's got the crunch of the bean sprouts in there. It's generally a very nice version of pad thai. I liked it. The soup, I could take or leave. I didn't think it was wonderful, but I'm not a big soup fan.
It's good. It's really good.
It's good. With Thai soups, I tend to like the tom kha kai, which is the coconut chicken soup.
Very different than traditional.
Right. This is more of a Chinese style soup. And if I was in the mood for Chinese food, I'm sure this would be a really good soup for me. But it did not have a particular Thai influence. I think as compared to a lot of Thai restaurants, the food was not particularly spicy. Normally, you go to a Thai restaurant, they ask you for the spice level. I'll usually pick 5, and then it's a little bit too spicy for me at level 5.
Yeah.
Here, they didn't ask for the spice level, and I would say if I were going to pick this spice level that they've given it to us is probably a 2. It's not particularly spicy,
Yeah.
but it's all very flavorful. It's a good soup, good dishes, good restaurant. Everything was well done. I like the smokiness of the tea. You know, and it's a fairly casual, informal atmosphere for the restaurant.
Inside is very a lot of flowers.
Now,
very-
for those of us who travel to San Francisco, it's a little tough to get here because this isn't right on the main drag in the Mission District, so you can't just take the BART and get off and walk there within a minute or two. It's a long walk off the Mission, and there are buses that go nearby, but the buses take a long time from, say, Union Square or the center of San Francisco. So it's a little bit out of the way. I don't see a lot of people here that I would say are tourists. They're probably locals. The restaurant's very good, though. It's probably worth the trip, but just be aware it's not going to be an easy trip to get to. It's probably going to be a 20-minute cab ride or, you know, a BART and a 15, 20-minute walk after the BART. So what I got for dessert is called a Thai vacation. It's sticky rice with fresh coconut in it. It's got vanilla ice cream over the top, and then it looks like they've crumbled up some peanuts on top of that. So let's see. Oh, this is the fresh coconut. Look at that. That's good. Now, if you've never had coconut out of the nut, it's got a different texture than what you're used to in the store. What you get in the store is dried coconut. This isn't dry. This is a wet. It's chewy. It's a little bit like a gelatin, but it's a little bit firmer than a gelatin. And it's got a coconut flavor, but it's not as strong of a coconut flavor as you get out of a coconut package. It's got sticky rice under it. And it looks like the sticky rice is a little blue, which would make Young very happy. That's good. It's sweet. You can taste the peanuts and the coconut in the rice. It's very good. And it's got ice cream in it, which is fresh and sweet. It's melted a little bit, but it's still good. That's got such a fresh flavor, and it's different than the kind of desserts you're used to getting elsewhere. This definitely has a flavor that is much more Thai than what you're used to in American Thai restaurants. It's good. It's very good. Look at that.